give you all the information that you need to travel to Bolivia, to be safe, to not spend much money, to visit the best places, the best places for the lowest price in the city. To get to the best places in safe ways. The first question should be, how do you get there, right? Okay, so if you are coming from outside of Bolivia, you have two options. The International Airport of El Alto La Paz and the International Airport of Viru in Santa Cruz. This is the map of Bolivia. This is where La Paz is. This is where Santa Cruz is. And this is where Uyuni is. My recommendation for you would be to fly into the International Airport of El Alto in La Paz. And from there you can take a bus to Oruro. And from Oruro you can take a train to Uyuni. The bus from La Paz to Oruro takes between 3 to 4 hours. And the train from Oruro to Uyuni takes 7 to 8 hours. I know it doesn't sound so good to be stuck in the train, in an old train for 7 to 8 hours, I know. But believe me, it is a beautiful experience. There's a restaurant on board. It's not one of those super modern trains. And I don't know, I thought it was very relaxing. The views were simply amazing. We saw the sunset, which you can see at the beginning of the video, and we had a lot of fun there. This is the schedule of the trains that go from Oruro to Uyuni. They leave every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday once a day. And these are the prices in bis. Remember that $1 is equal to 6.90 bis.
Neto.
So you can find many tours online, right? And for many different prices. But by experience, I have learned that the best prices you will get them in Uyuni with the tourism agencies right there. And you will have more space to negotiate which places you would like to see, which places you would not like to see. And if you are there with a group, you have better chances to get a lower price because you can negotiate in person with the people that is selling the tour. Versus what happens online, that you only have the button that says buy. I know. Is Bolivia a safe place? Is Uyuni a safe place? I mean, there's the fact that basically anywhere in the world you can just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So you just gotta be careful on where you go to, at what time you go there, who you go with, and how you get there, okay? I think those are basics for any trip that you take at any point in your life. I grew up in Bolivia. Now, I have been in many different countries, and I honestly think that Bolivia is a pretty safe place. The locals tend to be super, super nice people. They are always willing and excited to help someone that is not from the area, and Uyuni was not the exception. When we got there, I was there with 3 of my friends from the United States. They were always super nice to me and helpful. The main language in Bolivia is Spanish. Now, you will find many people that speak English, I would say, in the main cities. But in the small towns such as Uyuni, it's very unlikely for that to happen. The tour guides and the people that work with tourism might be able to have some communication in English with you, but it's not going to be super fluent or specific. So for those who took Spanish in high school, this is the perfect moment to regret not paying attention to your teacher. Visa. Bolivia is a country that has visa policies. Yes. So that means that some countries which don't have an agreement of no visas with Bolivia, their citizens will have to apply for a visa to be able to enter in Bolivia. Bolivian visa policy is divided on 3 groups. The first group does not need visa, they just need to present their passport or some type of identification to be able to get into the country. The second group needs to apply for a visa, and they can do it when they arrive in the country, just right in the airport. And the third group needs to apply for a visa time ahead before traveling to the country. They have to do it in the embassy or consulate of Bolivia in their country. So please make sure you know which group you belong to, okay? For Americans, they do need a visa. It has a cost of $165, which you have to apply when you arrive in the airport. And I would suggest you to bring change because they do not take credit cards. They do not take debit cards. It doesn't matter what you say, they will not let you in just to go to an ATM and take out money. You gotta bring cash. It has to be $165. And bring change. They don't keep change. I know it's ridiculous, but just bring change, okay? Now, the visa for the American, once you apply for the tourism visa in the airport the first time, it will last for 10 years, and the first entry has a period of 30 days, which you can extend by going to the immigration office, and it's not really complicated. It's money exchange. So we're gonna call the Bolivian currency Bs, and $1 American equals to 6.90 Bs, okay? So one lunch has an average price of 15 Bs. You can get soup, main entrance, and a dessert sometimes, and sometimes it even comes with a soda or something to drink with. Bolivia is not an expensive country, so that's one of the advantages to travel around Bolivia, because it also has amazing nature to see. If you're one of those travelers that loves to see nature, Bolivia is the perfect place for that. So depending on what you're gonna be doing, your budget, it's gonna be different, but I can tell you some basics so you can have an idea. You can definitely have a healthy good lunch with a budget of 20 Bs per day. You can have a great breakfast with a budget of 15 Bs per day. And you can have a great dinner with a budget of 25 Bs per day. Transportation, food, and where you're gonna be sleeping should be your basics. So transportation is super cheap. Even if you fly, it's cheap. Well, if you go from La Paz to Uyuni, that's a little bit more expensive than the average flight ticket in Bolivia. That goes between $120 to $240, depending on the season. But let's say buses, just to transport yourself inside of the cities. The bus, which is a public transportation, costs 1 B with 90 cents. Yeah, it's really cheap. And you can basically get buses from anywhere to anywhere. You can get a bus from literally the top of the Tunari peak to the city, probably to the door of your hostel, house, or wherever it is that you're staying. So public transportation in Bolivia is really good. Super cheap, and it's definitely the best way to go. And I would say safer than just taxis that you take on the street. So that's 1 B with 90 cents. Do your math on how many times you're gonna be moving around. Then, I don't know where you're gonna be staying. If you don't have family or friends in Bolivia, what I would recommend for you to do, it's maybe an exchange program, a volunteering program. If you don't want to do any of those things, maybe an Airbnb, or depending on how long you're going to be staying, maybe renting an apartment or a room for a month will be cheaper than just staying in a hostel and paying for every night that you're staying there. Now, how do you change your money? Do not go to a bank. I repeat, do not go to the bank. The bank will give you a really low rate for it, and it's not worth it. The best rate you'll get it with these people. They are called librecambistas, and they dedicate their time to be standing or sitting in some corner or crowded place in the cities, including small towns, to change your money whenever you need to. That's an interesting job. They will definitely give you a better rate. So how is the weather and what clothes should I bring with me to this trip, right? Okay, well, first of all, you gotta understand that Uyuni is located over 3,565 meters over the ocean, which is 12,000 feet. Yeah, it's pretty high. And Bolivia, as all the countries below the equator, has 4 seasons equally divided on time during the 12 months of the year, which is like 3 months per season. But when you're in Uyuni, you basically have 2 seasons, the dry and the wet season. The dry season, which looks like this, goes from April, the end of April, till the end of October, and the wet season goes from the beginning of November till mid-April. And this is how it looks. I went during the wet season. And regardless you go during the wet season or the dry season, the wind will be super cold and the sun will be super strong. So even if you have a hat and all your body covered, you need to have sun protection, the best you can get, because the reflection of the sun over the salt flats is gonna burn you down, just as it did with us during the trip. So we found a surubi. This is a surubi that will take us back to Oruro. It costs 50 bis per person. You can take it from Avenida Arce and Calle Cabrera in Potosí. And it usually needs 7 people to fill up the small minibus to go out. But we decided just to pay for the extra 3 seats because we just want to get going and not lose our bus back to Cochabamba. It's gonna be like 3 hours and a half. There's a cold wind going on, which is great after we got so burned. And I'm here with my friend Lee. It's the most tanned member of the band right now. How do you feel, Lee?
If you take away any advice from this, bring sunscreen. That's my always wear sunscreen.
At the train. This is gonna be our seats. There's Sam. Say hi to the camera.
How's it going? Hi to the camera.
Then we have the Playboy guy here.
That's me. This guy.
Hello. And the shy one of the group.
So we're trying to make it out of Uyuni. They've already blocked some of the streets. We're trying to make it out to the Salt Flats. We're hoping that not everything is closed down. So we'll check back in. We may be checking back in from Uyuni, but hopefully not. What do you think? Tristan feels like we're gonna make it.
I know, with this smile, how could you go wrong?
Here we go.
And we're on.
That says it all.
So
let's go ahead and start out with Manchito. Manchito.
We have made it on 1 block in what, an hour?
It's like half. We're on the other side of the same.
We're on the other side of the house.
We literally just pulled around.
¿Cómo se dice chita en español? We were told to be here at 8:30. We were here at 8:30. We went a mile down the road to miss the roadblock, right? And then we got put in someone's house where we
played cacho.
Where we played
Cacho. Cachito.
And
Who won?
this guy. And we witnessed a fierce argument and a sort of upturn of all social and gender norms in Bolivia. And
Heidi put the Bolivian man in his place.
yeah, and then
like it.
He was trying to cheat on us.
and then
My prediction is by the end of the trip, Heidi and Jose are going to be best friends and we're going to business together somewhere.
and now here we go.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So finally, we are on our first stop. Yes, we made it. Here we are in the rains of Uyuni. We have conquered the first stop of our tour, and we have also conquered the hike up to the trains, and we'll keep you updated.
Here's Heidi navigating Tetanus.
Careful. Here's Heidi navigating the Garden of Tetanus. This is actually where the disease tetanus was born.
So here we are on top of one of the abandoned trains of Uyuni with my friend Samuel. We've been hiking mischievously around the train.
I love it.
But it's really cool. The weather is really nice. It's January 24th and it's not cold and it's not too hot, so it's really nice. We're gonna have a great time, and our next stop is gonna be in one of the lakes towards the Salt Flats.
Every night, it's the one thing on my mind, music.
And we are ready to go to the lakes now, and then we will be visiting the Salt Flats tomorrow.
Here with me.
And this is the next stop on our trip. It's called El Valle de las Rocas, the Rock Valley. Coming uphill here. Wow, they said that we would find more rocks. Look at that.
Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Living and dying, laughing or crying. If we have the whole world or have nothing, I know there are long nights, but we'll make it. With every sunrise comes a new life, and all the things that make us feel like we have it all. All the times that make us realize we have it all. We have it all. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful.
So we are in another spot of our tour towards the Salt Flats now, and this is Laguna Hedionda. It's called Smelly Lagoon. We are over 4,000 meters right now, and it is full of flamingos. We have 3 different types of flamingos, which are flamingos from Los Andes, flamingos James, and flamingos from Chile. It's a little bit cold here, but it's really nice, and the view is amazing. So now we are finally in our hotel in the Salt Flats, and this is our bathroom that is actually built with salt, which I thought was really cool. The floor has salt too. And this is the room. The beds are made with cactus. There's no Wi-Fi in the whole area, but I thought this was really cool too. Nice. Day number 2, I guess. We're ready to go to the Salt Flats now. Again, last night we got there for the sunset, which was nice, but we couldn't stay longer. So today we're gonna tour the Salt Flats. Hola, Lucho! Here's our tour guide. Here's our driver.
And I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. ¿Te vas a ir atrás? ¿Atrás, atrás? Ya, Luchín. Sam, I think you're going on the front today.
Ooh, upgrade!
Tristan, some words for our audience.
Words? Wait, what? What are you gonna tell our audience of hundreds of thousands of followers?
You should be watching my YouTube channel.
Ah, he doesn't really have one.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Third day. It's our third day. It's 6 a.m. The train that was supposed to take us back to Oruro last night didn't come out. So we're gonna try to see what happened. They said we should come back at 6 a.m. I woke up and there was no water in the kitchen. It is 6 a.m. We are in Uyuni and we were not able to leave last night at 1 a.m. on the train as we planned because there was a paper on the door of the station that said the train wouldn't be leaving and we should come back at 6 a.m. for more information. So here we go. I think it's not gonna come out, so we might have just to take a bus or something. We are all burned as hell. I can barely move my lips, but it's really funny and it was super fun. We hope to be able to either take the train that would take 7 hours to get to Oruro, and then so we can take our bus back to Cochabamba, or we might just have to take a bus to Oruro or Asurubi, which goes faster, but it's a little bit dangerous. It's kind of like a taxi that takes 6 people and runs its way back to wherever it's going. So we'll keep you updated. And there are people coming out, so that's not really a good sign. Buenas. Disculpe, ¿va a salir el tren? No, ¿qué le han dicho? Nope, no train coming out in the morning. What happened? Huh, it's for the rain.
For the rain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's gonna come at 9 a.m.
so that's a worst case.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that?
I would say let's try to get a bus, right? Heidi?
Yeah, I think so too. Let's go.
I would say train becomes backup plan.
Yeah, let's go. Disculpe, ¿dónde queda el bus, la terminal de buses, no? Pero a las 9.
A las 9.
Gracias. So the train is not coming out. We're gonna look for a bus. So we found a surubi. This is a surubi that will take us back to Oruro. It costs 50 bis per person. You can take it from Avenida Arce and Calle Cabrera in Potosí. And it usually needs 7 people to fill up the small minibus to go out. But we decided just to pay for the extra 3 seats because we just want to get going and not lose our bus back to Cochabamba. It's gonna be like 3 hours and a half. There's a cold wind going on, which is great after we got so burned. And I'm here with my friend Lee. It's the most hand member of the band right now. How do you feel, Lee?
To take away any advice from this, bring sunscreen. That's my always wear sunscreen.
So we're in the Surubi. We kind of got our private ride. What do you think about that, Sam?
You know, for all the things going wrong, somehow it always works out. So now we have our own van. I don't know how we were going to fit 7 people in here. We went ahead and just bought all 7 tickets. So at this point, we're being a little extravagant because we just want to get back